Hey Rockstar, Steve aka Void here, and I want to welcome you to this week's episode of Pajama Jam. Tonight's episode is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be playing a classic song from the classic band Kiss. I'm very stoked about tonight's episode for many reasons, and I hope you enjoy the episode. So before we get started, make sure to let me know where you're watching from, and also that you could see and hear me clearly. Type in the chat and let me know that you could see and hear me clearly, as well as where you're watching from. And if you're watching in your jammies, I'm definitely watching in, or I'm definitely participating in mine. Before we get into the session, definitely make sure to check out my book, Practice Less, Play More, which is going to show you all of the techniques that I am actually going to demonstrate today when I attempt to learn this song. So let's get to it. Awesome. We've got Steven here. We've got Lance. Awesome. Welcome, guys. And we'll wait just a second for everyone to come in. And yeah, this episode. So last week was off, and this episode was I actually planned this originally for last week, and then I thought, you know what, let's start June with a bang, and because I had to play from day one jam session, the monthly jam session to do there, and there's just a little bit of planning that I needed to do there, so needed a little bit of a break. To give the mind a bit of a break so that I could come full force with with tonight's episode. And just a couple of quick things. First, you may have noticed on, well, wherever you're watching this, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Periscope, you may have noticed that I'm also broadcasting daily videos. So the daily videos will include little tips, just reminders for all the same stuff that I'm always talking about practice strategy and learning things quickly, and kind of reprogramming the mind to learn in a faster way rather than in a way where it's just sort of practice, and just by sort of brute force, which we know doesn't work. So definitely check for those videos every day. They'll also be very soon. They'll be on Instagram as well. Also, what else do we got going on here? Oh yeah, well, so tonight's episode is going to be on Detroit Rock City, which is a song that I know very, very well. What's funny is years ago, when the movie came out, I remember that's like Kiss was the biggest thing. And I'll admit I wasn't, a huge Kiss fan growing up, but when I got the opportunity to tour with Kiss in 2010, where I opened for Kiss across North America for 34 shows, including Canada, America, and Mexico, I heard this song, well, 34 times. It seemed like it was thousands of times, and I heard it, screaming fans every single night, singing this song back, and especially singing the solo back, which was very, very cool, especially in Mexico, hearing how, the music just sort of it transcended language and everything, and people singing along with the solo. So very, very cool. But it's because it felt like I heard this song 1,000 times. What was funny was that we memorized where all of the explosions were, because they had pyro, like crazy pyro, and so we remembered where all the explosions were. So we'd be talking to somebody backstage, or we would be at the merch booth or wherever it was, and we'd be talking, and then plugging our ears, talking, and then we know that a part's coming up, plugging our ears because we know that the explosion's there. So definitely this song brings back great memories. And what's ironic is that as many times as I heard this on tour, I just have never learned it before. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to set the clock for 30 minutes as usual, and I'm going to be attempting to learn this up to speed. And let's see what we have here, just to make sure everything is good here. We've got Roger, we've got Christopher, we've got Rocky, we've got Basher, we have Richard, we have Tommy, we have Dougie, we have Mark, we have David. Awesome. Welcome, guys. Very happy to have you here. And I think tonight's going to be a really fun session. So if this is your first time at Pajama Jam, then just a quick little background. Pajama Jam was created because, being a new dad, I didn't really have any time to practice. I have a guitar in my hand pretty much all the time, but I was either coaching or I was writing, producing music, but never not really progressing or like improving my skills. And so I thought, well, what better time to practice than when everybody's asleep? And so I came downstairs and, to practice. And then this is where I broadcast videos anyway. So I thought, well, it would be a good idea to broadcast my practice session and kind of explain what I'm thinking as I'm practicing and just telling you as much as possible so you could witness and kind of be a fly on the wall to see somebody, a professional practicing, so you can use the same strategies in your own playing. And I often say that, even if Detroit Rock City or any song I cover on Pajama Jam isn't your cup of tea, it doesn't matter because you could apply the same principles to any song that you want to learn. Okay, so if you aren't a Kiss fan or you don't like Detroit Rock City, then still pay attention to the techniques that I use because that's what's going to help you with whatever song that you're working on. So if you're a beginner guitar player, I would just kind of sit back, maybe grab some popcorn, watch as I practice, and just kind of enjoy the show. I'm going to be racing against the clock, and you don't have to play along. If you want to, you could try for sure. And also, if you're an intermediate player, you can play along. But feel free to sit back and enjoy the show, and hopefully we can make this happen. So just a little bit of sort of prep, what I did before the session, my pre-practice, as I like to call it. I got the PDF on my computer, so that's loaded up. I got the metronome set to the right tempo. I cut my nails, so that's part of pre-practice. My nails were like way longer than they needed to be, and that definitely would be it would hinder my progress. So I cut my nails, as well as what else did I do? That's pretty much it there. Oh yeah, I put like a star on the different parts of the song that I wanted to learn, and you'll see that in a second here. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to first quick scan. We're going to scan through the tab, make sure that nothing is odd, if nothing stands out. Or else we'll draw a box around that, and then we'll jump right into practicing. So here, let's see what we got. I'm going to put the countdown timer on the screen, so you should see that on the screen, and let's set the timer. Okay, let's get just the correct date here. And so June, and okay, and what is it, the 5th? Okay, so let me just adjust this so that it's 30 minutes. Okay, what I'm actually going to be attempting to do, because the song is actually not in standard tuning. The song is a half step lower. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to approach this where I'm going to first learn it with what's written on the tab, but then I'm going to translate it. I'm going to go bring it so that what I'm playing here with a standard tune guitar, I am going to play the song as if I could play it with the record without having to tune my guitar. And so that's where the added challenge comes in. I want to make sure that in Pajama Jam, I'm really like challenged to, I really want to make it interesting. So, because the song, I don't think it's going to be that hard, but that part might be a little bit tricky, is like just transposing that, even though it's only one fret. So with that said, let's jump to the tab over here and let's get started. So Detroit Rock City, what you can see here is the tempo is 184, and that's what I have on my metronome. Okay, let's see, where is it? Okay, and I'm gonna just get the kind of the sound in my head. Okay, yeah. So one important thing here, you got to go for songs that you love. When you're practicing, you play songs that you love, and this one there's a little bit of an asterisk on this because, like I said, I'm not really a huge Kiss fan. This is pretty much my favorite Kiss song. I like Love Gun as well. There's some songs that I like, don't get me wrong, but definitely being on tour with them, they're just from listening to them so much, that's I would say that this song, this is like the song I love the most. And it's, even if I didn't love it, it's just embedded in my mind. So the reason why I tell you, you should learn songs that you love is because those are in your mind and you don't have to think about them that much. You know what it's supposed to sound like. So I know it's supposed to go ba da 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 like that. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm just gonna quick scan through the tab here just to make sure that there's nothing weird going on. So there's two guitars, ba da 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 da, and then da 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 da. There's the harmony there. Okay, cool. Ba bum, ba bum. Da, 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 da. Yeah, so anyway, da, 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 dum, da, dum. Yeah, it's all pretty straightforward, so nothing weird there. Just scanning through. You guys can see the screen, right? You can see the tab, and it looks okay. Okay, so let's see, and then we got the vocals coming in there. Okay, I'm just gonna go through the parts where I have the star, which are the main riff, as well as the bum ba no 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 da 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 da. Yeah, so anyway, there's that riff there. Cool. This is going to be similar to, I think, like Kansas, Carry On Wayward Son, when I did that one. So here, this is interesting. So this is the solo. Bum, 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 ba, no, 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 no. This is what in Mexico, they were just chanting in a sold out arena, 18.5 thousand people, 2 nights in a row. It was just epic. What a great experience that was. So that's going to be possibly a little bit of a challenge to sort of more navigate like what's going on in that tab there. I might have to use my ear a little bit as well. But my goal is to play all 3 of those parts there, which is pretty much the gist of the song. Okay, so wish me luck. I'm going to be learning each part here using my methodology. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is, so we just quick scanned, like, so with my eyes, I just like, we're looking at this, but then the next step is to go with what's called no tempo practice. So I'm going to just play this without thinking so much about like the pulse. It's going to be just about playing the notes, and I think I'm going to use down and up. So let's go like this. Okay, so it's just going to go back and forth between those two. That's not going to be a big deal. Okay, now I'm just going to kind of get some coverage here. Because it goes like, and then, yeah, so that's not going to be, I don't think that part's going to be a big deal. So let me just check this part, just so because I'm racing against the clock here. So I just want to see if this here, okay, so let's see. I'm just going to get this. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not concerned about timing or anything right now. I just want to get sort of the gist of that, and then going through here, is it the same thing? Yeah. Then up 2 frets, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, that part, I don't think this is going to be a big deal technically. Let me hear the tempo one more time. Dun, da, 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 dun, dun. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a big deal. Okay, and then the solo, I'll get to that when the time comes. But here, let's just make sure. I could probably just get this as is, but what I would do next, I would do slow tempo practice, so slow that I can't make a mistake. And I don't know, if 184 is the tempo, I'll go like 160. Yeah, I mean that should be okay. I'm gonna once I play that correctly, like I just basically played this here. I played 1 extra bar than this. But yeah, I mean, what I would do if I had more time, I would just go up by 3 or 5 BPM after playing it 3 times correct without making a mistake. So I have this thing called a fast practice formula, and And so what that does is it just states that I have to play something 3 times without making a mistake before moving on, increasing the speed, the amount, or the complexity. Okay, now I'm covering most of the screen over here, so just bear with me. But yeah, I mean, for this part, especially because I'm racing against the clock, I'm pretty confident that, yeah, I think that that's like that part. I knew that that was going to be pretty easy. So, and then the next part, let's see here, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Um, yeah. One, two, three. So that's where having the just knowing the song is going to come into play, because that part I had a feeling that that would be pretty quick. Like, even though I didn't know the song, I knew just from, you know, playing guitar for so long, I knew that it's probably like a 2 fret thing or a 1 fret or a 3 fret thing going back and forth. I knew that that part wasn't going to be challenging. So what I'll do, actually, just for completion, let me just move that. I'll transpose that instead of going here, that whole thing, and then going. What I'll do, actually, this is where maybe I'll take a minute or two. I'll bring it back. See, this is what the song's supposed to sound like. Now, because I don't have this low string here, before it would have gone, and then, so now it's gonna go. So it's back. So maybe I'm gonna fake it a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna play like this power chord here. I could even do that. So in context, like, it would sound something like this. 1, 2, 3. Because it's not really that important. It's not really important that that short little note is present, like that, the one that goes bum. So the big notes, like the longer notes, those chords are more important. So the one that's right before it, I mean, whether I go and then, or if I go or whatever that shorter note is, bum 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 bum, the short one, it doesn't really matter that much. So I'm not worried about this. 1, 2, 3. There'd be like 3 explosions already. Okay, so that part I'm totally fine with. The chorus or the verse. The verse is just power chords. I mean, that's just. So what? I'm gonna just bring it back. Instead of C sharp, I'm gonna go C, okay, and then instead of E, it would be E flat, okay, and then instead of B, it would be B flat, and then instead of F sharp, it'll be F. Yeah, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like that part, again, these things aren't, I knew that that wouldn't be tricky. The part that I want to make sure I know is this bum ba no 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 da 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 da, and then so I could get that up to speed there, and then the solo, and probably the harmony as well. Okay, but yeah, I knew that ba da da na 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 na, I knew that that wouldn't be really an issue. Okay, so let's see here what the target is. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the no tempo practice one more time here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to, now that I did no tempo practice, I'm going to look at bum ba da 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 da. Yeah, I'm going to look, this will be the chunk here, and let me bring this here. What can I do here? I can move this over. shift that over. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so that's the chunk. Bum, ba-da-da-dum-dum. Okay, so and what I'm going to do, I'm going to play that slowly. I'm actually going to do it without the metronome. Okay, and now I'm going to do that 3 times without making a mistake. Okay, so that that part there, I'm just making sure that it's steady. That would be called, I play that slow tempo as slow as I can without making a mistake, and then I did it 3 times without making a mistake. Now I can increase that speed. Okay, so let me just bring that. It's 166. Yeah. Okay, so that's cool. Because, in best interest of time, I'm going to bump that up to 184. And I'm just going to, I think, keep it fast and just go increase the amount. Yeah. Then the third time. Okay, cool. Now what I'm going to do... Yeah, let's just do that there. First slow tempo practice. Okay, then so that's no tempo practice. Then slow tempo practice. It would be an upstroke. Okay, I'm gonna kind of risk it a bit here because it's all just 2 fret sort of stuff here. So yeah. Okay, and then third time. Cool. Where does the time go? Man, it's crazy. How fast this goes. 30 minutes is not a long time. So that was 3 times without making a mistake. Now I'm gonna play this whole chunk. I'm gonna increase the amount. So I'm gonna put both parts together. Okay, that's cool. Okay. So I do it 3 times without making a mistake before moving on. Now it's gonna be the same thing. Bum, ba, no, 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 da 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 da. Da 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 dun 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 dun, and I think that's just 2 frets up. Yeah. Okay, and then it goes here. Da 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 da. Yeah, because then it goes back to. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. I'm going to try playing the whole thing, but a little bit slower. Increase the speed and decrease the difficulty. Oh, sorry, increase the amount and decrease the speed. Sorry, my bad. It's been a long day. Okay, so let's go. And I'm just watching the tab as I'm doing this. Cool. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do that up to speed, just in best interest of time here. Okay, and then I'll have 15 minutes for the solo. Cool. Okay, yeah, that's good. Now I'll just transpose it. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, cool. Okay, I'm happy about that. So those parts are done. Those would be playable with the record. So the part that I want to make sure I get is this part here. And again, it's so important that you know how the song's supposed to go. Okay, does it make sense, guys? Like the stuff so far, is it helpful? It's really important that you know what the song's supposed to sound like. Okay, because then it's going to really shortcut the process, the learning process. Okay, so let's go to okay, the next part here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so I'm gonna do no tempo practice here. And I don't care about the slides or anything like that. So I'm just gonna get the melody. Okay. Let's go with that there. So I'm gonna go slow tempo, and I'm gonna just chunk this here. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Okay. Okay. Then let's go here. So I did 3 times without making a mistake. Da 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 da. Yeah. 3 times. Whoops, made a mistake. So reset the counter. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's put that together. So. Okay. Okay. This chunk with this little bit here. Whoops. Okay, I'll play that plus the previous chunk. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. I feel comfortable with that. 3 times without making a mistake is great because 1 time might be lucky, 2 times might still be luck, but 3 times in a row, 3 times without making a mistake is really that shows that you know it. This is a bit of a jump here. Maybe I'll do it here. So this is the same note. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play this whole thing. Oops, this whole thing here. So. Okay, I'm going to do it, try up to speed. Cool. That's great. Awesome. Okay, that's doable. Okay, 11 minutes left. This is where stuff gets a little bit hairy because then you get the harmony. Let's see what we got. No tempo practice. I'm looking at the top of the 2 here. That's what happens on these solos where there's more than one thing happening. It's like, look at the top notes only. And here it's a bit confusing. Okay, yeah, so here, let me get this all on the screen. It starts right here. Ba 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 ba. The countdown is kind of covering it a bit. Whoops. Yeah, that part there. Okay. So anyway, that was no tempo, just to see what was going on there. So I'm gonna just chunk this now. Let's see if I can get this all happening. Okay, and then the other one here. Yeah, 3 times without making a mistake before moving on. Go here. Cool. Okay, I'll do this with the record. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Actually, okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of piece this together in the air real quick. And the first one was. Okay. And I'm gonna learn the ending of this part here. Right here. Yeah. This part. So okay, that's not bad. It's piecing those two together. Let's see if I can do this. Maybe with my looper pedal, I'll go. Maybe I'll record the. Okay, so let's see here. This looper pedal. Or maybe I'll go actually with the. What I actually have a harmonizer pedal that I can go with this. What can I do here? There's a couple of steps. I'm just trying to make a decision here. Okay, let me try something real quick. Okay, 7 minutes left. Okay, what I want to do is I want to play something that's going to sound like both at once. So let me do this. First step. Oh yeah, I forgot that I have to play this back one. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to play this part here, and I'm going to move this back one fret. So let me go here. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to move all this back one fret. Okay, now, let's see if there's anything weird going on here. Okay, before was this. So back one fret would be. I have to use an open string. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm just doing like some calculations over here because I'm shifting it over. So before it was. I had some movement that I have frets left, but now I'm gonna do. Okay, and then it would be, I guess, open. Okay, so this would be the first part. That all feels very natural, which is very cool, especially with 5 minutes left. But let's see if I can do this over here. Okay, just one sec. So. Okay, so if I go like this, I have. Oh, that was the other thing in pre-practice because I knew that the key of the song. I knew that I was gonna harmonize this. So if I'm gonna go like this, on the tab it's like this. Bring it back one fret. Okay, so if I play the original, I just want to see. Okay, you could hear the harmony, right? actually not bad. Because this here, let me hear without the harmonizer. No, with the harmonizer. That's actually not bad at all. Wow, very cool. Very cool. Cool. All right, so I mean, a harmonizer definitely helps. Maybe what I'll do is I'll play that up to speed, and then I'll see if I can do the without the harmonizer. Maybe I'll record the loop. So let's just see if I can just do this. I mean, with 3 minutes left, I'm gonna just see if I can do this. I'll kick in the harmonizer halfway through. So. Harmonizer. And then see in that last part, it might actually be a problem. Oh, that's actually not bad. Okay, let me try that again. So, cool. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, wow. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, well, let's see manually doing this. Maybe if I go like this. What was this part? Yeah. Yeah. Because I have to translate it from the page. So my brain, you guys don't like know what's happening right now. My brain is just like translating a bunch of stuff. Okay, let's see if I can record that part. What's gonna, I think, happen there. Okay, I should be able to just add this. So let's see. Cool. That's great. Nice. Okay, done. That is, I know this seemed probably like those super chaotic, and you're like, what is happening on some of the parts here? But what I was doing, just to kind of clarify what was happening here, and I'm just gonna, I guess, the countdown timer will just do its thing. But that, I think Gene would be proud for this, like for this accomplishment, because so basically what I was doing was this part here, on the tab, it was going like this. It was going like this, and this doesn't sound like the record. When I move it, it almost even sounds like you hit play on the record. Right? That's the key. That's the proper key of the song. That's the one that's like iconic, and that's what we know. But I just don't want to change my guitar right now. I like this guitar, and I don't want to tune it. So I wanted to also challenge myself to play this in the right key, but on a standard tuned guitar. So so for parts like that, that's not really challenging. But it's not really like that challenging because the part's not that complex. But you know, this part was okay going. it's all pretty like pentatonic stuff, like, you know, you have two fingers doing something 2 frets apart. That wasn't really a big deal. The part where you saw, like, I was even going like, okay, so what should I do here? I'm like even thinking about what I should do, strategizing, is because when it went to this part on the tab, it went. See, there's like these different frets to play here. Even originally on the tab, it went. There's like these big slides or these big jumps. So I changed that to make it a little bit more ergonomic. And then Lance, yeah, I should have definitely worn Kiss makeup for this one. Whoops, maybe next time. So basically, I learned the part on the tab there, but then I had 2 things that I needed to do. I needed to play the part in the right key, so I needed to go from to this. I needed to play in the right key, so I had to shift it, but then that made some weird stuff happen with open strings. But then on top of that, I learned the harmony. And making sure that that matched the other one. So that's where I had this looper, you know, I recorded that going. Okay, right? So like that's I think that does it justice, okay? And making sure that like, because that harmony, the harmony pedal does a pretty good job with this. I mean, that's really good. This note, technically the harmony is wrong, but you could get by like because it happened so quickly, it's totally fine. So that's definitely a good option there. But I wanted to challenge myself because on Pajama Jam, I want to make sure that I'm in a situation that's like a pressure cooker scenario where I can actually put myself in a situation where I need to use good strategies to learn quickly because I'm racing against the clock, 30 minutes, right? So I made it out alive today. And I guess the other thing that I could have done was play like that harmony at the same time. So like something like doing, it would go, what would it be like? And I'd have to play, yeah, it'd be like, and then what would it be like? Yeah, it'd be something like that. But that's a little bit like I think I challenged myself enough with that part in 30 minutes, playing those 2 parts, because technically those are 2 guitars. That would be Ace Frehley and Paul Stanley playing that. I'm pretty sure that Paul played that because that would be the second guitar there. I don't think that was just on the record, but I don't know. I mean, they have stuff that was layered on the record anyway. So cool. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if that was helpful inside the chat, and yeah, let me go through the comments here and make sure I didn't miss anything. If you have any questions, so I'm going to hang out for a little bit longer here, and if you have any questions about the about what you're working on, anything that I mentioned inside this session, please feel free to ask. Even if you watch the replay, I also check all the comments and answer any questions either directly or in future videos. So one other thing that I wanted to mention was, if you want to learn how I did what I just did, definitely pick up my new book, Practice Less, Play More. And if you want me to personally help you, then you'll definitely want to check out my Play From Day One program. So go to playfromday1.com, playfromday1.com, and you could add your name to the waiting list, and then we can chat about your goals and kind of like where you want to go, and I can help you to bring my concepts here to life for the songs that you want to learn. All right, so let's see here. All right, we've got Len, we've got Dan, we've got Basher, Denis, Carrie, all right, Richard. Let's see. James Wheeler. How's it going, buddy? Lance, yes. So the Kiss makeup and Mikey, it helps with your guitar hanging really low. Makes all the difference, definitely. Cool. So we have Steven. My pedal came in and works on the Mac Pro. I just had to tweak some settings in Riff Station. Awesome, buddy. So yeah, so when you plug it in, it works right away. That's, I guess it acts as like the space bar. Definitely let me know. That's great news if that's the case, because typically that's made for PC, and like you usually have to like configure it on PC. But if it's just set to a space bar right away, like to playback, that's fantastic. I also saw inside the jam space someone, one of our VIP members, Kevin, he posted there's a new pedal that actually it does playing and stopping, but even on YouTube, it can even do like looping, and you could slow it down with the pedal itself. So I might check that out as well. It's not like, $20. I think the thing was like maybe 150 or something like that, but pretty cool concept. So I might check that out. I just had to go into Riff Station and change a setting. It was easy. Perfect. That's great news, Steven. Awesome. Sweet, dude. Cool. So let's see if anybody has any questions. If not, then we'll wrap up the session early and we'll get on with our day. And but yeah, I want to take the opportunity. If you do have a question, or if you're working on something, or if you want me to show you something, then I'm definitely more than happy to do that. I always want to make time for some Q&A at the end of these pajama jams. So, and I'm hoping that that's helpful to see how to break something down. Like, so you saw, like I scanned through it. So with my eyes first, see if there's anything weird here. We always want to make sure we're learning songs that we really, really know, and preferably that we love. And because that's really going to help. I knew that the song was supposed to go ba da 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 da. That made it easier to play ba da 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 da. That's also even a da 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 dum da 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 dum. Like that's just like embedded in my mind. So really, it's just about just learning the frets, and then I had to just shift it. That was the tricky part, just shifting it there. And cool, nice. Hawaii 5-0, or Hawaii 9-0. And that should be good. Yeah, Steven, send over some pictures if you can, or any video of the performance there. It should be cool. Cool. So I'll wait a couple more minutes here if there are any other questions or anything like that, and then we will get on with our day. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was about time that I played a Kiss song, and yeah, next week I'm gonna have to go back to the vault and see what song will be selected for Pajama Jam. If you're in the jam space, definitely feel free to request one. But the replay of this will be up. It'll be on Facebook. It'll be in the jam space. It'll be on YouTube, wherever you prefer to watch it. And for anyone who's a member of the jam space, it's convenient. All of them are just all right there in one place. So once again, if you want to check out the techniques that I talked about inside this episode here, then be sure to check out my book, Practice Less, Play More. And if you go to practicelessplaymore.com, actually, you can not only get the book, you can get the book bonuses, so bonus chapter and other resources, as well as you can click the third button if you want to add your name to the waiting list. So it's all right there. I mean, I have Play from Day One. Right, I have Play from Day One, the link here, playfromday1.com, but also if you just go to practicelessplaymore.com, then you can access all of that stuff. Tommy is saying, so a couple of weeks ago during the Pajama Jam, we were talking about Dean Dimebag. I wanted to post a picture of my guitar. Cool. So yeah, Tommy, post a picture. I mean, if you, I can't remember if you're a member of the Jam Space, but register for an account of the Jam Space. Just go to jamspace.rockstarmind.com. So rockstarmind.com, but Jam Space at the beginning, jamspace.rockstarmind.com, and register for a free account. And then definitely post pictures inside the forum. I see James Wheeler. I'll join you after June 18th. Awesome, buddy. Yeah, I'm excited for you to get your guitar and to get started. Awesome. So, all right, everyone, that was a blast. Had a blast as usual. The replay for this episode will be uploaded as soon as possible. And if you're watching the replay on Facebook, then be sure to comment below and ask any questions that you may have. So, feedback link doesn't work. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Dave, for the for letting me know about the feedback link. And I'm guessing that I'm not sure if that's in the Play from Day One program. I did some changes in the sort of back end to where certain links go. But thanks for letting me know, Dave, about that. Cool. Cool. So. And Basher saying Bruins are in trouble. Too many defensemen hurt for Game 5. But you never know. The Bruins, they somehow always find a way. So I'm hoping that the Blues kind of pull out the victory. I kind of hope that the last goal is in overtime and it's a diving goal for any Bobby Orr fans. I'm hoping that the Blues rectify that 49 years later with their own version of that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will see you next week for the next episode of Pajama Jam, and I'll also see you tomorrow in the next daily tip video. So be sure to check for that. And I had an absolute blast. I hope you have a great night, a great day, great afternoon, depending on where you're watching. And I will see you soon. Take care.